Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Backrooms wiki. When we are continuing our journey on to reading every level. Last time we did from level 0 to level 10. Now you're going to do to level 11 to level 20. We will not do level 13 or level 12 because they don't have links for some reason. I mean, this one is understandable. They're planning to rewrite it, but this one I don't know why it doesn't have a link. But yeah, so let's just get into this. Grab your tea if you live in England, I guess. And yeah, all right. Some stuff isn't appearing. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. I can't see the name for this one. Pretty sure it said Endless City. Yeah, okay. Well, let's say it said Endless City. Alright, let's get into this. Level 11, Endless City, Survival Difficulty Class 1, Safe, Secure, and Minimal Entity Count. Level 11 is the 12th level of the backroom. Or the backrooms. Description. Level 11 is similar to Level 9 in size and structure, however, rather than consisting of middle-class suburban houses, it is populated with office buildings, apartments, and various other buildings commonly found in large cities in the front rooms. Level 11 is also cluttered with parks, plazas, and metro stations, however, very few stores have been discovered. Some explorers have founded their own establishments, selling items found during their journey through the backrooms. There are multiple nuclear power plants. Note, power plants have assigned per Bosium in the reactor shafts. Throughout Level 11 are usually present 40,000 kilometers apart. These plants do not appear to be operational. Theories affirm that they were abandoned a long time ago. Although Level 11 seems stationary movement while the buildings are out of sight, it is quite common. The structure of Level 11 seems to be constantly shifting, and explorers have reported buildings moving hundreds of feet while out of sight. Sharing similarities with Level 0, this only happens in the city area of Level 11. The time of Level 11 is always noon, which can make it hard to sleep. Entities. Facelings are extremely common and can be found through all areas of the metro. Level 11 seems to affect both adult, child facelings, and even hounds, make them neutral towards the traveler. Additionally, this passive effect makes facelings act like an ordinary human beings. Pigeons can also be seen in this level, and this is the level you will see them most. Colonies and outposts. The innovationers, friendly, willing to trade, accepting scientists, programmers, and engineers, researching new items. The dino travelers, moderate quality of resources, used for residential means, neutral and willing to trade. Independent trade haulers, outpost 00, population of around 18 members, friendly to select outsiders, will gladly trade. The Eyes of Argos, I think that's what that says. The main base of the Eyes of Argos is a building known The main base of the Eyes of Argo is a building known as the headquarters. It's a safe place to stay or even trade unless you have committed a sin. Alright. Level 11 can be accessed to Level 9 by wandering 100 to 200 miles at ca 322 kilometers, or traveling in the metro when entering Level 11 through Level 9. It is noticeable that the surroundings seem to slowly change. Going through the exit door in Level 160, exiting through the front or back door at the bar in Level 6.1 will take you to this level. A member of the entity Lingus in Level 894 will show you a way to this place if you ask them nicely. Jumping through a window in level 152, jumping off the northern edge of level 696. If you walk a lot in the opposite direction of the city in level 234, you will enter here too. Going through a wooden door in level 4112 has a small chance to take you here. One can randomly fall into this level when they bury a burned tree 447 meters away from its burning location in level 447. Walking far enough in the path on level 364 Marisol and ending up in level 11. No clip into the floor in level 262 to end up in level 11. Going into a flashing building in level negative 11.11 will lead you here. Entering the red door when no clip through the snow in Snowy Cat Village. Burying yourself in level 118. In level 143, walking up through the front doors will take you here. Exiting one of the apartment complexes in level 846 has a 2% chance of transporting you here. Breaking out of a tube in level 147 will cause the wanderer to fall to the ground here. Okay. Exits. Certain windows in level 11 may lead to level 12. If you have just entered level 11 from level 9, you want to return, walk back 100 to 200 kilometers in the opposite direction you are heading. If you entered from the metro, get back on the train and it should take you to the metro once it leaves. Depending on which building you walk into, you can end up in levels ranging from levels 0 to 6. Entering a break room from an office building will give you a 27% chance of ending up in level 173. Entering a candy store will take you to level 6.1. There are also reports to be certain blue buildings that can take you to level 23, although this has yet to be confirmed. In this level, there is a gray and blue office building which serves as a gateway between this level and level 13. Taking a seemingly infinite long bus at a bus stop will transfer you to level 69. A long green train will show up every 5 years that will take you to level 311. During an event where the sky turns red, you can jump off the top of a building, which will cause you to land on a tree in level 9. Entering a building named Medical Center will lead to level 672. Distorted buildings may have doors, which upon opening you will walk into level 11.5. Candy stores' bathrooms have a minor chance to take you to level 944. Taking the metro near the Dino Travelers Colony will take you to the Recollections. One of the red buildings has a 0.0001457% chance to take you to level negative 999. Okay. So I guess we're moving on to level 14, since level 13 and 12 are not an option. Okay, level 14, Military Hospital. Survival difficulty class 3, unsafe, unsecure, moderate entity count. Level 14 is the 15th level of the backrooms. Description. Level 14 is an old abandonment... Frickin' ads. Level 14 is an old... Well, if you're watching, use the image. See while you can. Okay. Level 14 is an old abandoned military hospital dating back to the 1800s. That is currently in deterioration state as a result of aging. Contaminated water containing bodily fluids leaks from the pipes and pools on the floor. The ceiling has degraded and the wall can no longer support it. Chunks of rotting wood fall from the ceiling, scattered throughout the hospital halls, but be cautious when navigating as a chunk from the halls can collapse and crush wanderers and debris. Most walls appear broken or vandalized with indecipherable graffiti. Walls with the holes can effectively function as a small crawling space if necessary. Windows in this level will almost always show a foggy void and may rarely show the real world, showing a random window or a random abandoned hospital there. They may also show other levels of the background and even weird landscapes. When wanderer reports seeing level 44 from one of the windows, it is recommended to avoid the windows at all costs due to them being Entity 2. Bones and decomposed human organs are frequently seen on the floor, but researchers cannot determine who they belong to. Okay. Ghosts resembling doctors, patients, and nurses appear frequently in this level, but they pay no attention to wanderers. The transparency of their bodies makes them extremely difficult to see and giving them the ability to phase through wanderers. Doctors and nurses act like their front room counterparts, however they do not appear to be excellent at their jobs. Utilizing outdated 1800s technologies and medicine to help patients, be aware of the fact that despite being apparitions, they can operate tangible objects which can collide with wanderers, injuring them. Consider staying away if you see objects moving by themselves, as there are likely ghosts nearby. This level has too many ghosts, and you can fly here. Weird. The ghost's ability to effectively operate in the hospital means that they may randomly switch on or off lights, trigger fire alarms, and speak in Old English. If you hear voices, they are more likely to be from a ghost and not a fellow wanderer. Entities. Dr. Polak. Unlike the other doctors, Dr. Polak does not appear to be a ghost, but rather a deformed gray humanoid. He wears proper doctor attire and a stethoscope with a name tag labeling him as Dr. Polak. However, his right hand is replaced with a massive syringe filling with a tranquilizer fluid, with his left hand resembling a scalpel. This means that he is able to pose an actual threat to wanderers. Upon seeing someone who doesn't look like a doctor, he'll start giving a chase, ordering the trespasser to stop disrupting the operation of this hospital. If he catches up to you, he'll inject the tranquilizer into you, making you unconscious, and subsequently drag your body to the operating table where you will harvest your organs for purposes still not known. Wow. That's scary. Colonies and outposts. The Hospital Society, 12 doctors trapped in the backrooms from 1940 to 2006. Guiding wanderers to the exits, they'll give out free lab coats to wanderers who encounter them to avoid suspicion by Dr. Polak. They always have a first aid kit on hand in case someone is harmed. Entrances and exits. Entrances. It can be accessed from level -2 through a staircase. No clipping through the window of the walls of level 39's superstructure will lead one to level 14. No clipping through a hospital bed in level 442 will lead you here. Sitting on a wheelchair in level 331 will lead you here. Knocking down a section of rotting drywall in level 0.111. Opening a document titled Mike Hotel in level 847 will transport you here. Playing the elevator game in an abandoned hospital in the front rooms leads you here. Okay. Exits. To leave level 14, you must follow some arrows on the floor pointing to the main hospital exit. Exiting this way leads you back to level -2. Traveling too far into the hospital will lead you to level 16. No clipping into a door marked Ward 409 will take you to level 409. No clipping into a rotten wood before it falls on you will take you to level 359. If you find the employees' rooms and enter the room by the number 312, you will go to level 312. Alright. Okay, level 15. These ones have actually been kind of short so far. Okay, level 15, Futuristic Halls. Survival difficulty class 2E Environmental. Unsafe, secure, non-entity hazards. Level 15 is the 16th level of the backrooms. Here's an image for watchers. Okay. Level 15 is a maze-like labyrinth of hallways with futuristic architecture and technology to date. No two wanderers have been able to make contact in this level, not through navigation system, maps, or even radio contact. The disorientating nature of the halls originates from their irregular twist shapes, leaving them feeling vast, yet narrow. Long LED lights are present on the ceiling of each hallway, serving as the only source of luminescence in the level. However, despite the level's clean appearance, there have been reports of lights sparking, flickering, and even shorting out completely. During these outages, areas of the level become pitch black, with the constant sound of distant whirring machinery becoming audible. The source of the sound is unknown. Some wanderers claim it emanates from the floor, while others claim it comes from the ceiling. Occasionally, one may stumble on a worn-down control panel with wires connecting to the floor. Most have between 10 and 20 buttons, with a few appearing to be functional. Interesting, the only working buttons appear to be consistent with all panels. On, off, destroy, and change. Pressing the destroy button seemingly creates an explosion, unleashing a deafening bomb and causing nearby hallways to shake violently for several seconds. Despite this, no evidence of any damage resulting from an explosion occurring within the halls have been found. The change button has never been pressed. According to witnesses, the button emits some sort of magnetic field that repels all matter akin to a force field. Despite best effort to disable or otherwise bypass the field, wanderers have failed to press the button. Okay. Coming into contact, the field produces the message on a screen of the control panel. And the message it presents is access denied, level 5 clearance required to change reality. Okay. Unknown machinery has been discovered within the halls of level 15, notably resembling Antikythera mechanisms, indecipherable inscriptions, complex dials, and broken gears. To find the majority of the machines, any attempts to operate the machines have failed. However, they appear to be functional during power outages. A faint, constant ticking noise can be heard emitting from the machines, emitting a human heartbeat. The rate of the ticking gradually slows down until the lights turn back on. Witnesses frequently report lightheaded, like dizziness, after sustained exposure to the harsh lighting and stale air present in level 15. Studies have attributed to this temporary bradycardia wanderers suffer while in this level. These effects are generally exacerbated in the area of complete darkness. So I recommend that wanderers attempt to leave these areas as soon as possible to minimize the risk of irreversible damage. Entrances and exits. Unfortunately, level 15 has proven difficult to enter and exit. Entrances. Easiest way to enter level 15 is through level 15.1 by no-clipping through the floor. It will lead one to level 15. An ominous wanderer claimed he opened thousands of doors in level 3. One of them led to this level, but only after an electric shock from the handle rendered him unconscious. When he regained consciousness, he was transported here. Going into a collapsed room at level 694 will lead you here. Okay. Exits. The easiest way to exit level 15 is going through level 15.1. No clipping through the roof will lead one to level 15.1. Wanderers have speculated that occasionally a control panel will contain a button labeled Escape. Pressing the button will transport wanderers to level 3. If you find a broken gateway and climb into it, you'll be transported to level 291. Going through a hospital door will lead to level 16. Following a trail of unknown sticky red substance will lead to an entrance of a dark cavern. Entering it will lead to level 990. After entering, the path behind you will disappear, and any items you are carrying will disappear also. Staying in completely dark areas for an extended period of time may cause you to pass out and wake up in level 58. Alright. On to level 16. Okay, I'll let all the ads load so they won't interrupt my reading. Okay, we good? Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, level 16, J. Berry Mental Asylum. If you're reading this, chances are the first thing you're looking for is an exit. If so, then lucky you, I guess. I'm just a lost cause now in this mental asylum that you all call level 16. So if you ever find an exit, you're full of luck. If not, you're going to join the lost causes. Note from a wanderer. Survival difficulty class 4, unsafe, unsecure, medium, entity count. Level 16 is the 17th level of the backrooms. Description. Level 16 appears to be an infinite abandoned mental asylum for what the design of level 16 entails. It appears that the level was built in the 2000s, however there has been evidence that the Wanderers have knew about this existence of level 16 all the way back to the year 1695. Surprisingly, level 16 used to be outside the backrooms and in reality during some time in 2003. The building that contained level 16 had mysteriously no-clipped to the ground and fell into the backrooms. Most staff members were converted to hostile facelings. In the process, the building's level number was then assigned as level 16. Walls in level 16 appear to be white, although some walls will appear to be blue in addition to some walls being both blue and white, and may change color randomly when one looks away. Typically without notice, walls are also also contains some form of decoration, such as crosses. Lockers can be found in the hallways of level 16, which usually contain hospital equipment. However, it is also possible to get almond water from a locker. Hospital beds will also block off some doors at level 16, rendering some areas inaccessible. The hallways of level 16 behave strangely with one blink. When one blinks, the hallways will have a chance of turning upside down. If so, all objects on the floor will fall to the ceiling, crushing any wanderer below the object. If the wanderer does not get crushed, they'll most likely get cramps or broken bones, unless they can manage to land on their feet. Hallways may also have a chance to teleport a wanderer to a room, and they will also occasionally disappear, reappear, or be created completely with the blink of an eye. If wanderers are in the hallway that has disappeared, they will end up falling into the void. The views of the hallway from afar have the walls gain a texture, which appears to be horizontal stretch photograph of level 16. Similarly, if you want to see an entity from afar, it's actually close to you, and if you see an entity close to you, it's actually far away. That's interesting. Break rooms and receptionists can be found in level 16, usually behind doors. While these doors are blocked by hospital beds, these types of hospital beds can easily be moved. Each of these aforementioned rooms contain free running Wi-Fi. The name of the Wi-Fi network is called J. Berry Asylum Guest, and the password is known as 3312003, which allegedly is the date that level 16 fell into the backrooms. Some wanderers have reported an unsecured network known as J. Berry Asylum staff members, which does not require a password to use. To use the network, one must factory reset their device and log back into their account. It is advised to pick the guest network since the staff member network is highly risky and could result in loss of documentation of the level that you have discovered. Okay. Level 16 contains a significant mental hazard, where one will induce schizophrenia, I think. Hazards during this time, they have schizophrenia. Oh, schizophrenia. Okay. Hazard, they will hallucinate reality, albeit with a high amount of anomalous properties. Humans may randomly float, backrooms entities may appear, and reality itself can become twisted in all sorts of ways. If one were to avoid doing or looking at certain things in this reality, the sanity drop will be reduced. However, it is very difficult to control oneself in this reality. After a set amount of times in these schizophrenia hazards, one will end up in a completely random area of level 16. Similarly, hallucinations are also common as well, usually taking form of movement in the peripheral vision of your eyes. Regardless of what mental hazard is taking effect, they can provoke massive sanity loss. In addition, almond water can be reduce the severity of this effects temporarily. It is also speculated that level 16 can be linked to our connections to level 666.1. However, this currently remains unconfirmed since level 666.1 cannot be accessed from level 16. Okay. Entities. So far, the only known entities are windows, hostile facelings, and smilers in dark areas. However, from recent researchers, it has been revealed that level 16 is absolutely infested with insanities. There have also been reports of unfortunate souls rarely appearing in level 16. Okay. Colonies and outposts. All of the bases in level 16 have adapted to the level's hazards and environment. Meg Base, Asylum Archivers. A Meg outpost situated in a break room. That exact break room that Meg Base Asylum Archivers is located in varies from every wanderer. Somewhat guarded, willing to trade, however they usually only trade for hospital equipment. The Faced One, a group of black staff members who somehow had remained as normal people when level 16 fell into the backrooms. Consists of 11 members, 3 have ended up dying, most likely due to entity attacks, natural causes, or suicide. Have set up an outpost in the cafeteria. They tend to hoard weapons, usually tasers, for their own personal taste. So far, they have ignored all attempts at interviews. As such, communication with the Faced Ones has not been done. Citadel Outpost Hospital. Run by Citadel Departments of Exploration, is most remote outpost of Citadel since it's hard to make contact with and the level is dangerous. A group of 3 members for level 15 will check on the outpost every 2 months and bring supplies to the outpost colonists of 30 members. Friendly but will not let wanderers run the group, guarding, willing to trade for food. Oh, that's interesting. If you're watching, that photo is pretty interesting. A rare photo of level 16 showing a hallway which is far brighter than the regular ones. Pretty neat. Entrances. Traveling too far in level 14 may lead one to level 16. Going through a hospital door in level 15. Finding a first aid kit with medicines from mental illnesses in level 611.1 and holding it. Some houses in level 974 will lead one to level 16. Finding a cave with an exit door in level 709. No clipping through a wall in level 221. Exits. Random doors may lead back to level 14. Various factors may cause the hallways to fade into level 17. Going through vent shafts may lead to level 16.1. Going through a doctor medical office door may lead to level 4. No clipping through a white wall with an exposed ceiling by it will lead to level 58. No clipping through the floor will lead to level -16. Finding a door that leads to an infinite snowy suburb leads you to EX3. Alright, level 17. Okay, I'm gonna let the ads load. Right. Level 17, Abandoned Carrier. Oh, that scared me. Oh, this one actually has sound, and that scared the crap out of me. I don't know why, I'm just reading. Okay. This is, apparently like a boat logo. SS-17 on the waters that surround. Backrooms Shipping Company. After a dreadful journey passing through the most life-threatening levels of the backroom, I finally managed to set foot on this particular cargo ship-like level. I somehow missed the opportunity to land on level 4, level 10, and level 11, and level 12. And after after leaving level 1, don't ask how I may have took the wrong turns, or that I'm just really unlucky. Anyway. At least the backrooms was somewhat generous enough to give me not-so-dangerous spot to rest for a bit before I resume my treacherous journey. I'm definitely telling my fellow Meg and BSC explorers about this. A note discovered in level 17. Information regarding the BSC is unknown. Survival difficulty class 1. Safe, secure, minimal entity count. Level 17 is the 18th level of the backrooms. Okay, level 17 resembles the interior of an enormous cargo carrier spanning hundreds of thousands of square meters composed of mostly stairwells, corridors, and rooms. It is believed to be closely linked to level 7 and level 4000 due to the aquatic-like nature. The level itself seems to be moving in slow pace, with the pace reported functioning from time to time, but never coming to a halt. The corridors are constructed from metal and have blue floors, white walls, pipes, fluorescent lights, and wires on the ceiling. On rare occasions, you can come across a flooded corridor. However, it is unadvised to stay in the corridor for a long period of time, as it is known to eventually teleport you to level 7. Multiple doorways can be found on both sides of the corridors, which lead to small cabins. Despite seeming ordinary, they have an anomalous property which, if one makes a mess within the cabin and leaves, the cabin will automatically organize and clean itself like a wanderer has never been there before. Every once in a while, one may come across a cabin with essential items including, but not limited to, almond water, moth jelly, and galactic slushies, etc. These are identified apart from regular cabins by their more luxurious interior and the additional ability to restore one's sanity within the cabin. If you decide to head up several flights on stairs in the part, you'll eventually end up in the upper floors. The upper floors of the level are similar to the main floor, except the corridors in this part have more turns as opposed to the linear corridors. Whilst appearing to have glass windows and doors with light coming out of them, they aren't able to open nor can they be damaged. Being directly in light emitted by those objects causes you to begin suffocating as if you were drowning underwater. This persists until you either move out of the light or until you asphyxiate to death. Many have debated that if the objects emitting the light are a variant of Windows, exclusive to level 17, or if the light itself is an entity, Howbeit, both arguments are confirmed. Actual window entities can be occasionally found here, although they are harmless. If you were to head up higher, you'll end up in the level's navigation bridge. It appears just like a navigation bridge would in real life. Cargo ships, however, all the mechanics of control panels appear to not function or turned off. Therefore, you're unable to interact with them. Having said that, you are able to interact with the level's steering wheel. Turning the wheel will cause the ship to turn, and according to the wheel, however, it turns out that the window and the navigational deck are mimicking the movement of the ship. Whenever one turns the wheel, the ship itself doesn't move at all. Additionally, the ship's ECDIS suggests that the level is located in the middle of supposedly endless ocean. Other items that can be found here include an abundance of almond water bottles that restock every 2 days, non-functional computers, maps of the front rooms, radio equipment, and server boxes. If you descend down several flights of stairs instead, you'll end up in the cargo hold at level 17. Immense cargo containers span the bottom of the level. These cargo containers are usually filled with seemingly random supplies, ranging from food products to military supplies. They appear to be awkwardly placed in the middle of corridors and doorways, blocking some pathways. Doors can be found at the level's hole in this part that leads to the outside area of level 17. However, it is unrecommended to walk or even open the doors, as you'll immediately fall off the level into the ocean and submerged and subsequently dragged away by the strong water currents. Afterwards, you fall unconscious and regain consciousness again at level 4000 or level 7. Even if you didn't fall off initially, you'll be sucked out of this level by an unknown force. Because of this, the appearance of level 17's exterior remains unknown, as all the drones that were sent out of the level to take images of the exterior are immediately sucked away from the level. Furthermore, it's unclear how the level isn't affected by the strong water currents, albeit most speculate that an unknown force is keeping the level in place, or that the level is strongly anchored to the seabed. If you go even lower, you'll end up in level 17's engine room. Unlike the rest of the level, the engine room appears to be very disorganized, with random items, whether tipped over or not laying on the floor. It is recommended to be cautious wandering around the engine room, as these items can pose a trapping hazard. On top of that, these items, if moved somewhere else, will teleport back to their original spot. Prior to being shifted, all the machinery in the engine control room can be interacted with. Attempting to interact with the machinery will result in the wanderers being suddenly thrown away, resulting in a minor serious injuries depending on how hard the fall is and where the wanderers lands. Despite being unable to interact with the machinery, the generators and engines, such as the main engine, the power generators, the water fills generators, etc., seem to function normal. Okay. Whew, my throat is starting to burn. I don't have a drink with me this time. Sucks. Anyway. Entities. While mostly lacking in a significant entities, level 17 has 2 entities which are harmless: windows and imprints. Imprints. Entity hazard, class weird symbol. Entity number 66. Habit rare at level 17. Mental hazard. Imprints are ghost-like entities that are one of the only few real hazards present in level 17. They appear identical to Wanderers that have previously explored level 17 and mimic the exact movements the Wanderer made throughout the level, albeit they cannot mimic a Wanderer's speech, therefore are unable to speak. You are unable to interact with them, nor can they interact with you. Whilst not being physically dangerous, looking at an imprint causes great amounts of distress, and looking at one directly in the eyes will put you in a comatose state. It has been said that looking at an imprint for too long will cause you to go insane, eventually turning one into an insanity. However, according to eyewitnesses, any wanderer that turns into an insanity simply vanishes out of thin air, presumably being teleported to a random level. It is currently unknown why this occurs, though Meg is currently investigating this phenomena. Should an imprint reach the point at which the wanderer that is mimicking levels or perishes, the imprint will simply vanish and will inevitably reappear at their entry point 24 to 72 hours later. Alright. Theories and hypothesis. You get what I'm trying to say. Ever since the discovery of level 17, many have started to create theories and hypotheses on level 17. The following are the most popular and realistic theories/hypotheses, whether debunked or not. Okay, but I'd actually need to Go get a drink. I'll be fast. Be quick. Read a book or something. I don't know. Alright. I have myself a drink, and we may now continue. Okay. Theory 1, the no-clip theory. Theory 1, or the no-clip theory, suggests that Level 17 was a cargo ship that originated from the front rooms, but by unknown means managed to mysteriously no-clip into Level 7. However, as the time progressed, the ship started to develop its own anomalous properties, which eventually made it in its own separate level from Level 7. In addition, the pristine condition of the cargo ship is supporting evidence of this theory, as an unknown property has kept the ship from deteriorating like a normal cargo ship would after a long period of time. Another supporting evidence of this theory are the maps of the front rooms and the navigating deck. Nonetheless, the theory has been recently debunked by a MEG researcher group due to the fact that Level 17 has been confirmed to be way older than the advent of ocean transpiration itself via metal samples, even though the cargo ship is unrecognizable from any cargo ships in the front rooms, which thus suggests that Level 17 was created by the backrooms just like every other level was. Okay. Okay. The voyage theory. Theory 2, or the voyage theory, suggests that Level 17 is actively sailing through aquatic levels of the backrooms, as wanderers have claimed to spot the ship in the distance in certain aquatic levels, most notably in level 515 and level 1912. This is further supported by the fact that if one gets on board the cargo ship, they're taken to level 17. Within the level, one is able to hear water. The level is presumably sailing on, and level occasionally shakes, which is more supporting evidence of this theory. Okay, but in spite of that, many have started to disprove this theory. Although it hasn't officially been debunked yet, the one who disagrees with the theory have been brought up that the cargo ships sailing through levels are in a much worse condition compared to level 17's flawless conditions. So level 17's flawless conditions. In fact, the cargo ships sailing through the levels are reported to be in such a poor state that realistically speaking, they shouldn't even be able to sail. However, many have begun to favor the possibility of these ships being directly linked to level 17 rather than being level 17 itself, which the latter theory being the most likely correct. Okay. Colonies and outposts. Due to the isolating nature, overall layout of level 17, and generally the lack of motivation to even establish one, colonies and outposts haven't been established. Entrances and exits. Entrances. You can enter this level if you stay in level -3 for 4 to 5 days. Various factors may cause the hallways of level 16 to fade into the hallways of this level. Spotting a cargo ship in the distance in RMS 1912, and then looking at it directly for 17 seconds to teleport you here. Occasionally, a cargo ship can be found in the distance in level 515. Wanderers who manage to reach the vessel are brought here. Some doors within level 54's floor 2 have a chance of leading into this level. Exits. Staying in a flooded corridor for a long period of time will eventually take you to level 7. Somehow reaching to the compass deck of the ship and simply staring into the sky for 1 to 2 hours is confirmed to be an exit from level 7. However, it is 17. However, it is unknown where one may end up after doing this. Typing Titanic in one of the consoles or no-clipping to a Titanic boiler leads you to RMS 1912. Level 18 is accessible by simply sleeping, however running out of memories will then bring you to level 19. Okay. Being dragged away from the ship by the currents will eventually take you to level 4000 or level 7. Long, skinny corridors compressed out of wood may slowly fade into level 27. No clipping into the pipes and corridors may teleport one into level 2. Finding a spiral staircase entrance in a corridor can lead one to level 54. Right, that one was kind of a long one, but very interesting level. Finally, the buzzing has stopped. Okay. Next level, level 18, Memories. Survival difficulty class 1E, Environmental, safe, secure, minimal non-entity hazards. Level 18 is the 19th level of the backrooms. Description. Level 18 resembles a familiar place from one's childhood memory, where they were no more than 10 years old. New memories will form if the visitor has been to an urban area. Wanderers have reported the level's appearance being that of a daycare, preschools, bedrooms, playgrounds, and classrooms. Every traveler will see something different, and the setting that the level decides on will be devoid of life. It is impossible to exit the main area where your childhood memory is focused. Attempting to do so will result in leaving the level. If the wanderer lacks or cannot remember any childhood memories, the level's appearance will confirm to match the setting of the wanderer's earliest known memory. Level 18 will change from the frequency cycling between many different settings from your childhood. However, every setting has one thing in common: voices in your head and mimic your interactions from that childhood memory. Unfortunately, there are no ordinary interactions. These interactions are embarrassing moments of your life that the level forces you to relive. All the mistakes you made, all the regrets you have, you may have long forgotten these interactions, refusing to dwell on the bad parts of your life. But level 18 always remembers. It never forgets. Okay. There are no immediate threats to your life, though traumatic events may resurface, destroying your sanity. While it is recommended that wanderers avoid this level because of the potential for certain triggers to take form and cause mental breakdowns, some brave individuals stay in level 18, fully immersing themselves in this nostalgic experience. However, these individuals come out of this level with an entirely different personality in some cases. Permanent physical alterations can be seen in the brain during scans. The experience in level 18 is so unsettling yet sometimes so addicting. It is a place to ponder, to reminisce, to experience. The wanderers who exit this level are never the same as they were before entering. Some newfound knowledge represents memories or unconscious desire was brought up in that room, altering the wanderer's cognition and behavior temporarily. If not permanently, running out of the memory leads you to your best memory forever. Come and play with us. You're never going to get older while stuck in the backrooms. Okay. Colonies and outposts. Due to the nature of this level, colonies and outposts are unable to be established. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Dreaming about a childhood memory while sleeping will have a high chance of bringing a wanderer here. Sleeping in the gasp zone and level 865 will bring you here. Hiding behind a chair in front of the ballerina until repeats a dance will transport you here. Walk through the Shuji screen door and level 549 to be transported here. Exits. Go out of bounds or die. You'll wake up exactly where you slept while entering this level. Metaclip into yourself to go into level 346. Find a race car toy and flush them in a toilet. The toilet will also pull you down the stream, and you'll end up wet and level 278. Playing with the toy armyman will send you to a variety of military-themed levels, such as level 1914 and 1918, and so on. Having a singing memory will send you to level 708. Imagining a cruise will send you to level 1912. Entering a strange place resembling a dark hallway will bring you to level 19. Crying about how you wish you were still a child will send you to level 761. No clipping will bring you to level negative 271. Materialize your old kindergarten classroom in level 18 to bring you to level 172. Homeschooling and non-kindergarten experience will be unable to access this level through their methods. It is theorized that an entrance into level 65 is in here. However, this is disputed as none have confirmed this. They've entered from here, and in fact, this level may just be a dream. No clipping in a memory resembling a hospital will lead to level exclamation mark. or level run for your life, as most of us know. Notice, due to the level's odd quantity of resembling a childhood memory and the only method of entry is sleep, it is frequently debated whether this level truly exists or whether it's simply all just a dream shared by many wanderers. As additional backing for this claim, when the user suddenly exits this level, they wake up exactly where they fell asleep. Wanderers accompanying sleeping individuals who claim to have entered level 18 have reported that there was no odd behavior during the sleeping hours. With the additional revelation that time passing level 18 has no correlation to time passing in the real world, where we are leading toward the conclusion that level 18 is not a physical place, just a mental image made up in wanderers' heads. Alright, that was level 18, memories. So now we're going on to level 19, which does not tell me what it is. It's fun. Okay, well, we need to get back to level list. Okay, there we go. Level 19, Dark Hotel. Okay, level 19, Dark Hotel. Survival difficulty class 4, unsafe, unsecure, undetermined entity count, little to no information. Level 19 is the 20th level of the backrooms. Description. Level 19 resembles what appears to be a suburban hotel. Upon entering into this level, a wanderer is usually located in a dark hotel room, while silently illuminated. No light fixtures indicates the cause of this. The room has a relatively small-sized bed, a wardrobe, and 2 exits into other rooms. In the first exit, which is visible, is a picture to the right, seeming to lead to another room with a desk and piano inside of it. In this room, one wall is encompassed entirely by windows. It is advised to not look out the windows while the cause of the phenomenon is unknown, with the subject looking out the windows on level 19. A sense of paranoia almost immediately washes over them. Following this, many wanderers act rashly, causing further special properties which will be explained later to occur. Due to the above, it is advised to steer clear of this room. Pictures to the right is where wanderers usually enter level 19 by traveling to their left. Another room is revealed resembling a small living room. Notably, a bookshelf is present in this room containing strange, seemingly random books. A correlation between level 19 and level 33, whether or not these books have any form of meaning, is to date unknown due to the dangers of level 19. Exiting this level living room will lead one to the hallways of level 19, which are by far the most dangerous section of this level. The hallways of level 19 seem to extend for an abnormally long distance, having seeming to exits while there are similar doors one may see while traveling through level 19's nigh endless hallways. It is strongly advised to not open these doors. As aforementioned, special properties are present on level 19, while opening the door and different effects compared to looking at the windows both are equally as severe. When a wanderer opens one of the doors present in the hallways, 2 outcomes may occur. It is important to note that the latter of which is, to date, unconfirmed. The first outcome is that the wanderer may be lured into a room of the door that they opened. Most surviving accounts say that these rooms are not similar in appearance to the first room of level 19. These rooms seem to be worn down, in most cases empty upon entry. A wanderer is subject to the inability to exit the room, whether or not the door closes or locks, or the wanderer is mentally affected by the special properties of level 19. The common factor is that they cannot exit the room. Following this, there are 2 possibilities in the first scenario. The wanderer that entered the room will be attacked by an unknown entity, whilst it been no classification number nor page. Further details on it will be granted below. In most cases, the wanderer will be unable to break free from the entity and will unfortunately die. On level 19. Due to the several reports of level 19, it is unknown what happens to any wanderer's body following their death, as it is presumed that other surviving wanderers would have ran into them at some point on their journey. In the second scenario, the wanderers will simply vanish, appearing elsewhere. Whilst it is presumed that temporary displacement phenomenon that occurs while snow clipping occurs to these who exit level 19 in this way. It is likely that these effects are multiplied. This is due to a major explorer group worker who had entered level 19 in 2004, reappearing years later in 2012. Their employee number to .395.794 had long been discarded, yet they appeared to be the same as they had 8 years prior. The entity present at level 19 is extremely unknown and thus not been given a classification. Number or page, as aforementioned, it is assumed that the entity holds great strength and size. It is likely has a humanoid body due to the reports of how it attacks. Nevertheless, due to the darkness of level 19, this is unconfirmed. Colonies and outposts. Due to the properties of level 19's, permanent colonies and outposts are unable to be established. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Entering a strange location resembling a dark hallway in level 18 will bring you to level 19. Information pending. Other entrances may exist, although they are entirely unknown to date. Exits. Walking along the hallway without encountering any entities until reaching the end will bring one to level 20. Surviving the entity's attack will send a wanderer to level 20 or level 11. Vanishing, as is told in the second scenario, may bring one to any level of the backrooms. Staring out of the window for too long may bring a wanderer to the void or level 365. Both of these exits are unconfirmed. Alright, I'm going to go to the level list just in case level 20 does not tell me what its name is. Okay, level 20. The final one for this video. Alright, let's get this done. Okay, level 20, Warehouse. Survival difficulty class 1, safe, secure, minimal entity count. Level 20 is the 21st level of the backrooms. Level 20 appears to be a warehouse approximately 200 and 300 kilometers wide in total. Most rooms in this level tend to be around 30 meters across, and corridors typically range from 10 meters to 90 meters long. Sometimes lights flicker on and off, and it can be hours before they come on again, with some areas being in complete darkness. The rooms of level 20 are primarily filled with abandoned machinery from various eras. Interesting, despite whatever condition said machinery is in, it appears to work as intended. Along with this, a sticky oil-like substance coats most rooms, and usually either being in pools on the floor or leaking from cracks in the roof. Interspread between rooms are corridors filled with boxes, crates, and racks of all kinds. These obscure most, if not every wall, usually leaving a straight but narrow path between rooms to walk through. Do not try to open any unopened crates or boxes, as once they are opened, an extremely bright light will shine out of it, being visible for hundreds of meters away and causing permanent blindness to anyone too close to it. After it has been opened, the box will contain strange or even outright dangerous items. If any of the bottles of fluid are found, regardless of brand, will always contain the fluid found throughout the rest of the floor. Okay. Entities. Generally, passive facelings can be found walking around the level. Hostile entities are a rare sight on this level. Mostly these are insanities or smilers. These aren't generally hostile and usually are seen wandering through dark corridors. It is best to just ignore these or avoid them, as they most likely won't attack you. Bases, colonies, and outposts. Only one base is located here, albeit this level is generally safe. Base OIO, Cheddar Clan, level Tetra. Willing to trade, 30 men guard the base, weak but reliable Wi-Fi. Entrances and exits. Entrances. It is primarily accessed through a door that appears in level 19, which has a chance of bringing you here. Alternatively, entering an abandoned store on path 4 is level 7191. Exits. The easiest way to leave at level 20 is to locate a corridor without any lights, completely drenched in the fluid found throughout the rest of the level. Continuing for several hours will eventually bring you to either level 6 or level 22. Entering a door labeled Neighborhood sends you to level 372 or level 9. Breaking through a floor will take you to level 21. Ventilation shafts sometimes connect to level 269. A storage closet named Mall question mark MLALL will take you to level 233. Be wary, trips to level 233 are usually permanent. Alright, and that was level 11 to level 20. Next time I'm on this website, we'll be going from level 21 to level 30. So, yeah. Until then, or until the next video, I will see you all next time. Bye.